We're listening for a long time that Elon Musk is going to make affording a house easier, and now it's turning into a reality. With Boxable, this dream of cheap living is going to turn into reality. Boxable creates tiny homes that can be packed up and pulled behind trailers. Boxable announced in a YouTube video that they had recently constructed a casita house for a major shot in November 2021. They also asserted that while they were unable to do so at the moment, they will do so as soon as they can. However, they did make a mistake. They said this house was built in the Boca Chica style. If you already know who one of the wealthiest individuals in the world is and that he lives in Boca Chica, you don't need a 190 IQ to figure out who built this estate. For instance, my dog might have figured it out by making connections. Boxable is a young business that only serves a small number of consumers right now. Their ultimate objective is to reduce the cost of housing and even to make it smaller. Galliano Turamani, one of the co-founders, said in an interview that shipping and assembly still present significant difficulties. The majority of the problems are still being worked on and are being resolved. These homes are intended to include auxiliary living quarters, which are becoming more common in California. These homes are manufactured in a factory before being delivered to the customer. Manufacturing, assembly, and shipping costs are now covered by the package, albeit land tax and other papers still need to be applied for individually. 3 casita homes have already been constructed by Boxable, and 2 of them are on display at their factory. But what about the third one? Each one of us is aware of this. We're aware of the location of that residence, even if they deny it. Now, power, plumbing, and lighting are already built in these box-like residences. Energy-efficient LED lighting is utilized. These homes are designed specifically to reduce utility costs. The company is already working on merging 2 of the homes to create a larger habitation, and people may even customize their dwellings. If you want to live in a huge Boxable house, I suggest waiting until they construct something similar. The solution to America's crisis might be Boxable. In addition to being robust and being able to withstand the temperature in 90% of American regions, the company claims that the remaining 10% of areas may personalize the dwellings to the locale. The project, which entails constructing 175 homes for the Ministry of Defense, will also see Boxable begin work on it. What I don't like about them is that it takes 7 months to create each house, but that's precisely how long it takes to construct a typical one if you think about it. Boxable had 40,000 people interested in their dwellings before Elon Musk entered the game, but as Mr. Musk entered the scene, that number grew to 100,000. You should now have a good understanding of how influential this individual is. The big question is why Elon Musk would want to live in a home with only a few adults. He wants to lessen his carbon impact, which is a straightforward answer. He aspires to a more civilized and sustainable world. He has repeatedly shown us that he can survive on the minimum necessities despite having made this claim for many years. Consequently, it doesn't surprise me because he has the capacity to inspire a sizable group. He has so much influence, and if he reduces his carbon footprint, maybe his followers will as well. Do you recall when Bitcoin was no longer accepted by Tesla due to environmental concerns? What was the rationale behind the price cut? They did this because the proof-of-work algorithm, which is the foundation of Bitcoin, consumes a lot of electricity. Imagine these ridiculously absurd box-shaped homes outfitted with solar panels and Tesla walls. As a result, the module would be more resilient and economical. Currently, a Boxable house costs $49,990, but as demand grows, prices will decrease. Additionally, a Model X costs about $80,000, so you could purchase this home and still have money left over for investments. At this point, the only thing we can hope for is a partnership between Tesla and Boxable. It's still unclear, though, if Musk resides in a house that can be boxed. Speculations claimed that he moved into an apartment after selling his previous property for $30 million. Whether it can be boxed or not, it's unquestionably far more sustainable and environmentally beneficial. In summary, Elon Musk currently lives in a tiny box-shaped house, and these houses will be very useful to us in the future. Now, with both Boxable and Tesla collaborating, we can see some cool things happening in the world. The Boxable home will just cost somewhat starting from $10,000, so it's a pretty great thing to be honest. This was all for today, guys. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments section below whether you'd like to buy this house or not. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. We'll see you in the next one, and until then, bye-bye.